everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here playing some Direwolf20. Yes, we're back on the modded server, playing some more Minecraft, and we've done a few things. We've done a lot of things actually. I've actually recorded another video between the last one and this one, and yeah, I kind of felt it was a little bit, I don't know, rubbish, droning on a little bit, a bit waffling, and yeah, didn't think it was very good, and so I kind of didn't put it out there. So I thought what we'd do is, I've been saving something up to do today, which I haven't done on stream, but I thought I'd just give you a quick update to where we are. Our Wyvern farm is working fantastic. I changed it around a little bit. Now I'm going to see if I can log into this without crashing, because every time I change dimension the server crashes, and also whenever I use these dislocators and teleport somewhere the server crashes. So we'll see if it logs me out again. But hopefully we can see that in here we have a chest full of those over here. We've tidied this area up a little bit. So this was the machines for making the compact machine. So you can see on there I've just sort of, you know, put some warning stuff, which is this is just purely cobalt chiseled, and the same with this in here, so I can see where to place it and that sort of thing. And I've just been playing with some lights. I might do that. So we did that in the last stream. We've also got, you know, ultimate tier 6 power cells things, solar panels, 2 of them, and we've upgraded our energy here now, and yeah, if we look at that, it's completely full, 2.14 trillion of power. That is just crazy, absolutely crazy. But down below we have this, if I can sit on the right thing, so we have our thing. Walk off it before I do that. So I played around with this, but I haven't activated it because I don't think I need it with all that power. We've put in a wireless receiver here and linked it to a transmitter over there, so all this is connected. And yeah, as you can see on here, there is probably no shift click on it. Yeah, it's empty. We've used all the soul sand we can. I'm not even sure if this is on at the moment. It is, but it's kind of clogging up, so we need to sort that out. It's very, very slow, unfortunately, when we do this. So we kind of, I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff in here, but we kind of, it's only taking one out at the moment, which is a real pain. It's just so slow filling it. I need to probably just void a lot of stuff that's coming in there now, because we're kind of voiding it over here. So when things get full, I mean, that's not full, 16,000 Netherrack, but certainly things like this, the ice, they're all full, and we don't really want any more, so anything like that should probably be voided. I mean, we've certainly got things like packed ice. Definitely think, but yeah, you can see ice is coming through. So that is a thing. We've also got wireless energy now, because these things just don't produce enough output. The maximum is 30,000 on the ones we've upgraded. This here is a lot more, so that's why we're using the whole energy of the solar panels. So we're kind of not producing enough of the soul sand at the moment, because that's all clogging up. But if we do look, we have got, where am I looking for it? It'll be here somewhere. 5,324 Nether Stars. It's working a dream. It really is working a dream. But let's see if we can see it. It won't be operational at the moment, although it is operational. Let's see if we get kicked, because it usually takes a few seconds before it decides to kick us. Hopefully not. And then I can show you this setup as we've got it. So the issue I had before was the stuff was exploding, like the pipes and that sort of thing. So all I've done is just claimed this chunk. It's one chunk, I've claimed it, which means explosions are off in my claimed chunk, so therefore the Wither Blast doesn't destroy any items. So yeah, it's a quick, easy way of doing it. And we've just got the Wither Builder there, the Mob Grinder there. So skulls come in from the skull chest, which is completely full at the moment, so this will have skulls in it, as you can see, ready to go on to the next thing, but we have no soul sand. So when the soul sand gets placed, those skulls get placed, and more will come travelling through. And the soul sand comes from this chest, so that's connected to the system. The important thing is to actually put these down to 1. That slows it up enough. It takes you know, the time for the 4. In fact, there's soul sand coming through. So 1 soul sand has come through. 2, 3. Does that mean we're going to get a few through there? Ah, there's only 3 pieces come through. Yeah, looks like it. I'm surprised those the wither skulls haven't been put on top of it, because that normally is what happens. I'll place them straight away. Let's just take and I can't actually do my inventory. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just take them out. It's not like we're short of wither skulls, so let's do that. So 3 more skulls will come across anyway, and when the next piece of soul sand comes up, it should make a wither, and then it destroys it instantly again. Occasionally you get 2 at the beginning, but it settles down after a minute or so. You only get 1, but that's why I've put this round here. This is wither-proof blocks, Palladium blocks, and yeah, it will stop if there's 2 withers, one blasting the other one out. And I had that on one occasion where one blew up while the other one was there, and there's the wither, so we'll move over here out of the way. So 1 wither, 2 withers spawned, the first one blew up, and the explosion pushed the other wither over here. And that was worrying. I didn't want that to be a thing. So yeah, so it's a bit slow at the moment, but when we're full on soul sand, it goes really quickly. So yeah, and everything gets sucked up by the hopper. We're actually voiding the XP that comes out into a fluid thing. Everything else just goes into the mass storage. So yeah, that works an absolute treat. So again, let's see if I get kicked when I do this. Hopefully I don't. And as you can tell as well, I'm actually wearing the Wyvern Armor. So that's a thing, but it's easy enough to craft. If we have a look at it, Wyvern. So yeah, Wyvern Armor. It's purely, you know, bits of Draconian Wyvern core, Wyvern energy core. So there's nothing really, you know, major complicated. It just needs Nether Star. So, you know, 4 of these. Again, you know, it's just a few resources. As long as you've got the Nether Stars, you can do this. And say we've got thousands of Nether Stars at the moment, so that's always a good thing. Let's just stick that out of the way up there. Yeah, so we've got that. But really, to upgrade any further, we are going to have to go into Draconic more properly, if you get what I mean. So let's have a look at Draconic. So there's a few things. So to get the actual Draconic stuff and the Draconic tools and things like that, I mean, we can make a Draconic bow. No, because in a Draconic bow it needs fusion crafting. Now you can make, is there Wyvern stuff? Yeah, so we've got Wyvern stuff, so you could make a Wyvern bow, and that would make that. Yeah, so you know, I guess that's craftable, and we just give it energy. And then I guess a Draconic bow wants a Wyvern bow. Yeah, so we'll have to make it anyway, but I figured what we really need to do is get this fusion crafting. And if you have a look at this, so this is something I've never actually played around with before. I've done Draconic before, but it was Draconic in terms of previous to do the fusion crafting. Right, so if we look at Draconic Evolution, fusion crafting. So fusion crafting is basically where we take this here, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but we take this block in the middle and we fuse 2 sets of stuff together using energy. That's what it says. So we put that in the middle, which is the core, I believe. Get started with crafting. Just place a fusion crafting core and then place fusion crafting injectors anywhere you like, north, south. So if we place the core in the middle, we've got to place these anywhere we want, north, south, east, west, up, down, and as long as it's facing that core in this sort of 3x3 pattern, it'll do it. Okay, so that's the thing. But there are different levels of these cores. If we actually have a look at that, so we've got fusion crafting injector, so that's the basic. We then have Wyvern, we then have Draconic. So basic, easy enough to make, but we then need to do fusion crafting to actually do this. So we put this in the middle. We then, on any of the other injectors, on the basic injectors, we would then have to place a Wyvern core a Draconic core, a block of Draconian, and 4 diamonds. So that's the theory, and we can see how to make these. So yeah, that's the thing. So we've got to do the basic crafting to do anything else. So there's a fusion crafting core, which is one of those. So let's make this. Let's, rather than just talk about it, let's do it. So can we make that? No, because we need one of those. So, and we'll probably end up making loads of these, and we've started putting crafting recipes in. So as you can see, we've got that there. But you know, we can go and craft 64, say. Click on start. If we look at our draconic stuff, we got 3,800 ingots because I've been cooking it up. I've been doing an auto recipe for it. That's crafting books at the moment, so let's cancel that because we don't need those anymore. Oh, is it making them automatically? I was trying to make them automatically. I had a... In fact, let's go and quick look at it while that was doing it. We're talking about it. We're going a bit all over the place, but I set up this initially to try and get a fortune book, this auto enchanter thing here, and it kind of didn't really produce it for me. So we set this little setup on the last stream, where if you put a pickaxe in here, it will enchant it. It will then get pulled out, and this is a enchantment factory. So it gets pulled out of there because it's just does, and it then goes into here because it's the only place it can go. And this is the Enchanting Extractor. So what this does, if you have a book in here, it will put it in there, take the enchantment off, and put it on the book. Okay. Now sometimes you get more than one enchantment on there. So what we then do is we pull it out of this side. This is filtered to blacklist the normal diamond axe. So if it's got a normal diamond pick, if it's got an enchantment on it, it will pull it out here, because this one whitelists the pick. So if it hasn't got an enchantment, it gets pulled out of there. Yeah, so it's quite simple. So that it gets sort of put in the machine again. It then takes the next enchantment off with a book until it's clean, and then when it's clean and it hasn't got no enchantments, it then goes out the back and in again. And the thing just went round and round and round and round. All books were then pulled out and put in here to go into the main storage system. And underneath, we've got a cable running down here. And if we look here, you can see a cable. And here, we've actually got an exporter. Now, that is basically exporting books into the thing, which kind of sounds strange because it's exporting from the cable into the machine, and we're using a crafting upgrade here which will craft a book as we need it. So if the machine has no books, it tries to craft one, and that's part of the problem at the moment because it's trying to craft books and we don't have any leather, but that's absolutely fine. In fact, it probably isn't because we don't need it anymore. So let's take that out, and then it's going to stop trying to make books, and we can actually, yeah, we'll leave it like that. It doesn't matter if it pulls any new books into it. So let's put those back. So but that meant that we've actually got a load of Fortune 3 books. So we're going to make some more fortune upgrades so we can fortune the rest of this, because that's what I've been doing. I've fortuned all my diamonds, I've fortuned all my Draconic ore. We just need to add fortunes to these, so we need some more fortune books, and that's what we're going to do. So we might do that by the end today if we've got time, but I really want to get the Draconic stuff made because there's so much Draconic things that we need to be doing. Let's have a look at this now. So yeah, we've made 64 of those. We could, for example, make Wyvern energy cores. We've got 6 of those. I don't know if we're going to need them, but hey, let's make 10 of those for starters. Doesn't need very much. Start. Then we got some of those in the system as well, and then we can also make Wyvern cores. So we can make all those things. So I'm going to add recipes as we go, and we'll have to add recipes like the lapis block because yeah, they're not in the system at the moment. But we only need to make one of these, so we shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. At least I think we do. So let's just have some of those in there. Make one of these. Click on start. Okay, we've got that. So we then need some of these, and given that we're going to need these to make these, then you know we might as well make a few. So we actually need at least 8 to make the next grade, plus we need the 1, so we need at least 9. Block of iron it can do, Draconian there it can do, so let's do 9 of these. 9, nice. Okay. We're going to have to worry about energy in a minute as well, because that's going to be another thing. So we got this. We've been using these draconic energy relays, so we're going to make use of those to do this for sure and for certain. What do we need? Let's just use some pactite at the moment because it happens to be in there. So I kind of want to put this center, so about here. Is that probably, yeah, there maybe. I don't know. We shall see. That's gone. Kind of looks center, I guess. Yeah, it looks about center. We'll move it if not. We can always move it. So the way I want to do this is we're going to set this up here, and then everything else is going to come in from the edges. So we've kind of got these things going here. So I kind of probably, I guess it doesn't really matter how close they are as long as they're not doing. So let's do it with the edge of there and leave a 2 gap there and there, because when we come to this edge, yeah, we need to be in line there, sort of thing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Nice even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and I want that to be there. Trouble is, these solar panels are not, they're even numbered. I'm pretty sure of it. So what we've got here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Oh no, okay, so where's the middle then? If we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's going to be the middle. Ah, 1 out. 1 out! I thought it looked the same and it didn't. There's a dirt. Get this down, stick it up here, but that's fine. We can then, so yeah, this one wants to go here essentially, because I want this in the middle. So these fusion thingies, let's do 1, 2. I guess we can kind of go like, maybe we can, maybe we can't. Can we turn that? No, not with that anyway. So if we put 4 here for now, it won't matter. And we needed 8, didn't we? And we'll put 4 on this side because we're going to upgrade them, and that's the thing. So this is really quite temporary in terms of placing them, because the next thing we want to do is recraft these into the better tiers. So let's have another look at that recipe and see if we can do this. But I'm going to need power. That's the only other thing. But let's not use that book. Let's use the book which is the Draconic book. That would help as well, wouldn't it? So I mean, that's doing it with 4 like that, but I don't think it really matters. But recipe, so if we want to make a upgraded tier, because there's no point using the basic ones, because most of them will want the Draconic tier. So that's the thing. So that's where we need to get to. So we need to get up to the Draconic tier as quickly as we can. However, we need Awakened. Okay, that's Draconic, and then we've got Chaotic, and the Chaotic needs the Dragon Eggs. So that's we've got to kill the dragon a few more times and get a Chaotic core, which is all Awakened Draconian. And Awakened Draconian, so Awakened Draconian block is done in a fusion crafter. So we've got to get to Wyvern, and we've got to kill the dragon to go any further. So we can get to Wyvern, but we can't get to Draconic, because Draconic needs the Awakened. So let's you know, that's where we want to aim to, is to get to Wyvern. So to get these, we basically need 2 Draconic cores, 1 Wyvern core, and a block. So let's see if we got those in our inventory or in the thing. So let's go to the crafting. So 2 Wyvern cores. Or no, it's 2 Draconic cores, wasn't it? But we'll stick them all in there. We don't need to worry about it too much. Don't need that network card. Oh, we've got a mailbox. I need to put that down somewhere. Let's put it down here. This is Java Dad. You probably go and check his channel out. There'll be a video on that. He's made mailboxes for everyone. Haven't used them yet. Have no clue how to use them. But yeah. So this thing, I think we need to place one of those in there. Okay, because that's what we're going to change. We're going to fuse all this stuff. This is why it's called fusion crafting. And yeah, it's going to do this thing. Diamonds was the other thing we needed. We need 4 diamonds, and we need a block of this as well, if I remember rightly. There we go. And diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Girl's best friend. We should have a gazillion diamonds. There we are, 32,000 diamonds. How good is that? Right, let's just double check the recipe. So it was 2 Draconic, 1 Wyvern, a block, and diamonds. So let's put one of those in there. And I don't think it matters where this goes. So we want 2 of those. So let's go 1. Did it put both in there? It did. Not sure that works. I think it kind of keeps it for... I think they've all got to be in separate ones when we put them in. And then we need 1 Wyvern. So we'll stick those in there, and then we need 4 diamonds to go in here. And if it's any different, let me know. If I can do all 4 at once, you know, things like that. But I've got a feeling you can put more in ready for next time or something, but you can't do it like that. So the only thing we are missing is power. So that is a thing, and I'm guessing we can use these energy crystals, Wyvern energy crystal, which are fairly simple to make because they're from one of those, and they're fairly simple to make as well. So let's just have a look and see what we've got in terms of the Wyvern. Look at that dust, 216,000 dust. We've got the ingots. Yeah, we're set on Draconic stuff. We just got to get it all together. So let's quickly do this. Wyvern. So we've got 1 of those only, and I'm guessing we need to put 1 of these on the back of each one. So let's make some more. So to make those, we need 1 of those. Is that right? No, we want... Yeah, so to make 1 of those, we need the Wyvern energy crystal, which is those. I don't think we've got a recipe set up for it then. Let's have a look. Craft. No. So we could probably do with that because we will use more of those. So let's get recipe set up for 1 of these. So 1 of those makes 2 of those. So do we really need the recipe for that? Probably not, because we can just take them. What we need is a recipe for that. So we've got a recipe for Wyvern energy core, I think. Yep, we've got energy cores in there and recipe for that. We've got an energy for Draconic Wyvern, so we just need a recipe for 1 of those, like that. We definitely haven't got that in there, have we? Nope. And then this is then made by 1 of those. Boom. And then yeah, we'll just take those because 1 of those in a crafting table isn't particularly difficult to make, really, is it? It's kind of straightforward. That's full. That's full. That's not. Ooh. 1 diamond. Why did they look the same in there? I don't like that. What did we do wrong? It's not in there, so yeah, that should have been 4 Wyvern, 1 Draconic. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it is. Let's put it through again and see. Yeah, how weird is that? Let's see then if we actually can craft these or not, because that's a bit of a strange one. Let's see now. So we've got those in there. Oh yeah, on there it looks absolutely fine. Let's do 10 of those if we can, because we need those, and we also need the wireless. So again, can we? So we can make those. I don't think I've got a thing for an eye of ender, have I? Let's just put that in there. No, I haven't. So we need to make a recipe for the eye of ender, which is simply 1 of those, and I'm out of those again. So let's do speed upgrade. No, we want those. We want a pattern. 10 patterns, please. So much nicer when you get this auto crafting, isn't it? So much nicer. So not quite sure how long this video will go on for. I know when I was talking to you guys on Discord, you were just saying we don't care, just get a video out, even if it's a bit longer. So yeah, we'll see how far we get today. And if you're not on our Discord, come and join us on our Discord. That would be awesome to see you there. We hang out on Discord, and obviously if you want to come and watch the live streams as well, that's where we kind of announce it all, really, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. So we can now make, so we've got 12 of those. We make an eye vendor. We need to make one recipe for there as well. Stick that in there. Gonna have to have some more. It's funny, isn't it, how they all look that they're correct, but yeah. So let's make. Can we make 10 of those? No, we're missing those. We've got 80 of those available. So we need blaze powder as a recipe. Which one is this? This one. Eye vendor, blaze powder. Craft that. Do that, and hopefully I've got enough blaze rods in there for that. And that's going to be our last slot in here, isn't it? After which we will not be able to do any more. And let's see, is that cancel all? That's not going to make it any more good. Yeah, so let's just make a couple of these. We really don't need them all. Let's do it in here instead. Yeah, so let's make 2 of those. Start. And we're going to take those 9 there. We're going to clear that one, and we're going to take those 2 there, and we're going to convert those 9 into those 18, because we're going to need those for sure. That's a definite. And so if we stick these on the back of here, now what we can do is temporarily, because I don't think, I mean, I don't know. That's the wireless thing. I don't think we can connect them multiply, but let's see. We've got a crystal binder. So I think we shift click that, and then we have to click that to something like there. Oh, it does do it. Okay. So that will then give us the energy. As you can see there, it's charged up to 16 million. And then what we can then do, so shift click that and link there. So we can have 8 links on each of these wireless things. So eventually we're going to need, if we're going to have 9 things here, we are going to need 2, if you know what I mean. But the nice thing is it shows you when it's connected. So that's pretty awesome. That's quite a nice graphic, isn't it? The way that's all working there. Yeah, so in theory, I'm hoping... Oh, what we actually need to do as well is click on these clear links. Links is fine. We need to set it. So I think we just linked, unlinked. Is it an empty hand? Yes, so now that's set to output. That's set to output, output, output. And then hopefully that means they're getting energy. I don't know. We'll find out in a second, because we need to do this one as well. So again, we'll kind of stick this here for now. I guess it doesn't really matter too much until we tidy this up. Can't fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then get our little tool, and then let's go down here. Shift click there to there. Shift click, normal click, shift click, normal click, shift click, normal click, and then we'll link that one to here. Shift click, normal click. So energy's going around, and then we need to change these to output. Shift and there. There we go. Output, output. So are they getting the energy now? Because they don't look like they do they? That's got energy there, but that, when we're on it, says 0. And they are the things you connect to, because we got those connected here, and that should be on. Let's just check, because I got confused on the thing. Yeah, so it's set to output, and then that's going into the energy ball, obviously, and that's got the silly amount of energy. So I would have thought they would have worked. That's definitely, maybe it's just taking its time, I don't know. That's definitely in line of sight there. Let's just take these out of the way. I don't think these make any difference at all to it. And they're in that sort of config. Oh, start. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Let's go in fact, no, I think it looks better at night. I definitely think that's a better view. In fact, let's switch off our display and watch it. Doesn't it look awesome? We are crafting, but we're going to have to craft a lot, that's for sure. For sure and for certain, as somebody would say. But we do have the energy, which is the great thing about it. And it's getting faster and faster. It's doing its thing. There it is. So I guess when we right click on there, we've now got a Wyvern one, not just one of these. So we can then stick that on there and we can start changing them. So it's a different colour. We've not got any energy going in at this moment. So how much did that use? Let's have a look, because it is, but yeah, it's, you know, 2.1 for 2. It's full. I mean, that's not using anything at all, because we're not really generating that much energy, because it's nighttime. So that's pretty good. Okay, I think what I'm going to do then is I want to just try and get this set up at the next level. But what it means is I've got to do that, and I want to get a 3x3 of these. So we've done one, and then I'm going to need to do, yeah, another 17 like that. So I will do that, and then we'll come back. So it appears you can put multiple items in here, so you can put 10 diamonds in there, for example, and have them all queued up ready to pull into the next time, which actually means you could probably some way automate this if you knew that you wanted certain things. The problem is you've only got, what, 9, 18, 36 plus 2 more, so there's only so many slots. So yeah, if something wanted 4 diamonds in a slot, you could put it, and yeah, it's just, you'd have to look at all the recipes, but I guess you could also pull them in there as well. So yeah, that's been working a treat. Obviously this doesn't chew up much energy. We've got fully upgraded now to Wyvern Fusion. The big challenge is going to be, well, if we look at let's bring this up because it's probably already in. No, okay, let's look at Draconic again. Draconic. Yeah, the next stage we need to go to, and most of the stuff we need to craft wants to be in Draconic. So we've got to get to that tier of infusing, which means of Draconic fusing injectors. Now the problem is they need Awakened Draconium. Now that in itself, it's going to take 350 million RF per 4 blocks, so that's a bit of energy pull, but we are producing a huge amount of energy per tick, millions of energy per tick. So you know, it'll be slow, but it won't be fast. But we do need the dragon hearts. That's the thing. To actually get that, we need dragon hearts, which means we've got to kill the dragon. The rest isn't really a problem. That's easy enough to do, but dragon hearts, yeah, we're going to need to kill the dragon, and if we're going to upgrade or make at least what, 18 of those, we've got to kill the dragon 18 times if we want it to look like that. So I guess that's what we do need to do, but we're not going to do that today because that would be insane. So yeah, that's definitely something we need to do another time. I've kind of moved all these around. Is there wireless RF in this pack somewhere? Draconic. And power cells, yeah, because that's what we're using here. We're using this as wireless RF. As you can see, it's all linked. So like here, Now he wants the link to charge device and inventory. Yes, so there is something which original will tell him now, because I can't remember what it's called. So I've kind of moved these around a bit. You can see this one links directly below. Flux capacitor, that's the one. So that's linked to the middle of the power cell. So I kind of tidied them up a little bit that they come straight through, and exactly the same here. I've got another one of these beneath, so it comes straight up to there, and then it goes to this sort of central one. These can only feed 8. And that's feeding 7 of 8 already, because it's got to connect to this one and 6 of those, so I put a second one up there to feed the top ones. So they're all linked, and you can see that better when we actually hold the binder in our hands, because you can see more definitively what they're doing. And again, this one's linked to this power cell, which we just linked there at the moment. The other one links across because I thought it looked pretty doing it that way. So yeah, it's all nicely set up. Yeah. I'm really happy the fact we've got into this. It's not as bad as I thought. I was putting it off for a little bit. It takes a while to infuse stuff, but yeah, we've got started. That's the important thing. So yeah, the next thing is really we need to go and fight the dragon. So while those two argue out whatever they're chatting about, I'm going to leave you to it. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to come and join us on our Discord server, and we might do some more of this on Twitch live streaming. So yeah, killing the dragon, you know, umpteen times, 18 times or whatever. We'll probably do that on a live stream. So if you want to come and see that, come and check us out on Twitch. Come and check us out on Discord and let us know when we're streaming. And we'll see you here again soon. Bye bye. Bye.